ては。メルトファンの旦那。
あいつ死んだな。
おい、何ぼーっとしてるんだ。止めるぞ。
行きまーす。
行くな。
As you guys requested for the shows with an overpowered main character, also seeing the popularity of fantasy shows, I decided to showcase more fantasy anime today. So without wasting any time, I present you top 10 adventure fantasy anime with super strong or overpowered main character. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Also hit that notification bell so that you can stay updated whenever I upload a new video. Now sit back, relax and enjoy the video. We are starting our list with, suppose a kid from the last dungeon boonies moved to a starter town. Long ago, ancient survivors of humanity founded a village just beside the infamous last dungeon. Last dungeon is like a hunting place for the people of village. However, our protagonist regards himself as the weakest in his village in terms of magic. To fulfill his desire of becoming a soldier, he goes to the kingdom of Azami and enrolls into a military academy. However, the power he possesses might be just too much for people of the kingdom. Despite all the hate, I feel it's a well-crafted series with added touch of comedy. In 9th place, we have ZX Ignition. This story takes place in not so distant future, when 5 black portals suddenly appears around the world. Immediately after, strange creatures starts invading from these portals. These creatures are the inhabitants of the same world, from different timelines. To ensure their own future time survives, each of the 5 invasion forces starts battling each other. Our protagonist, who's a high school student, accidentally gets involved in the battle. If we neglect the fast pacing, I feel it's a very good show in terms of story and characters. But on the other hand, I also feel 12 episodes are not enough for this creative plot. Coming at the 8th place, we have Sands of Destruction. In a different world, humans serve as livestock for the ruling beastmen, and sand fills the role of water and fire. Our protagonist, who pretends to be a beastman by wearing a cat ears, gets recruited by the World Destruction Committee. They aim to end their world, and our protagonist is the only person who holds the power to do it. Being an old show, I feel animation is still decent, and the colorful art style portrays appropriate mood. Similarly, in my opinion, it's just a light-hearted show to enjoy and spend some time. Don't judge the show by its appearance. Just give it a try and let me know your thoughts. In 7th place, we have Tower of Drawaga, the Aegis of Uruk. During every summer, due to the divine protection of sky god Anu, all the demons in the tower lose their powers. The Uruk's army know this is a perfect time to launch a mission and suppress the monsters once and for all. However, soldiers aren't the only ones in the tower. Adventurers are also trying to raid the rumored legendary treasure called Blue Crystal Rod. With all these different groups in the mix, things are about to get messier during this unusual summer. Even though having a little confusing storyline and characters, I feel the show does an amazing job in entertaining its audience. It is definitely an underrated show, in my opinion. In 6th place, we have Myriad Colors Phantom World. Phantom are the supernatural entities, such as ghosts and yokai. However, a virus starts infecting the brains of people, This virus has also affected the next generation significantly and allowed them to develop special abilities. Our protagonist wields the ability to summon and seal phantoms through his drawings. This show follows the adventures of a group of friends as they deal with everyday problems caused by the phantoms. If you're looking for a light-hearted show with some elements of harem, you would love this show. Despite all the negative reviews, I feel it's a very enjoyable show overall.
Open highways are calling our name, and now it's time for us to escape. Escape to a world we don't know. Escape into the great unknown. Escape.
In 5th place, we have Hakkenden, 8 Dogs of the East. On the verge of death, 3 siblings gets rescued by a strange man holding a sword. That night changes everything for these children. 5 years later, the family of 3 now lives under the watchful eye of the small imperial church. Everything changes when church tries to reclaim the demonic sword of Murasame. Church kidnapped their sister and tries to lure to brothers, as one of them is now a bearer of Murasame's soul. Now they must put their differences aside and try to save their beloved sister from the church. Beautifully animated characters and distinctive storyline makes it into an enjoyable experience. And with this, another underrated show got showcased on our channel.
I'll hold you close through the night.
Moving on, we have Dragon Quest. Long ago, the hero and his companions arrived to challenge the demon to a battle. By combining their powers, battle ended in a swift conclusion, making Island a quiet place. Several years later, the demon gets revived. Our protagonist, who dreams of becoming the great hero, hears about the revival. Now he and his friends take it upon themselves to stop the demon and the evil forces that revived him. Along the way, they also discover the identity of the hero and the hidden powers of our protagonist. Being a classic, you guys must be familiar with the show. If you're not, I highly recommend you to give it a try. In 3rd place, we have Magi, Adventure of Sinbad. Our protagonist is a son of the jaded ex-soldier from a small village of Parthivia Empire. He lives his peaceful life until a stranger's arrival shatters his peaceful world. Years later, mysterious dungeons starts appearing throughout the world. Dungeons are rumored to contain great powers and treasures. Our protagonist, who's now 14, gets directed towards a dungeon. Now he must achieve this ultimate power in order to fulfill his goals. You guys must be familiar with the Magi series. I feel this is the only show which got overlooked by people. It's definitely a must-watch if you're starting with the Magi series. Coming at the 2nd place, we have Tegami Bachi. With his mother taken away from him and having lost everything, our protagonist has a letter whose delivery is assigned to Ghosh Suede. Despite their troubling start, they quickly become friends, and he finds the meaning of his life, even though having a little slow pacing. Amazing character development and storyline makes it into an enjoyable experience. I really feel this show deserves more love than it's getting. Overall, it's a unique approach to the fantasy genre, which is very rare to find these days. Coming at the 1st place, we have Goblin Slayer. A 15-year-old priestess joins a group of rookies to investigate a tribe of goblins. Unprepared and inexperienced, the group soon faces its inevitable demise from an ambush. As she is about to accept her fate, she gets rescued by an armor-wearing Goblin Slayer. With little effort, he destroys the entire goblin nest. As a holder of the prestigious silver rank, he allows her to accompany her on his adventure. Together with her and others, he will not rest until he kills every single goblin from this planet. I know you guys must have already went through this show. As the season 2 is on the horizon, we can buckle up for another exciting season. That's all for today's list, guys. I hope you must have enjoyed the video. Show your support by dropping a like and subscribing to my channel. Also follow me on my social media accounts to stay updated. In the end, you all stay happy and I will see you in the next video. See ya.